Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another video by Media Gamer Nation, and this one is going to be Undead Horde, which is developed and published by 10 Tons Limited and came out on 2019. And I had an absolute blast playing this game. I found it really fun. We're going to jump into the options right here. Look at the gameplay. There's only a few options in here for gameplay. If you go into sound, you can change the sound as well, obviously. Graphics, you got 3 graphic presets for level detail, and then advanced settings you've got, of course, your screen resolution, and then a couple of other things you can add here. Alternate summon graphics, I don't know what this one does, so if you know what this one does, let me know in the comment section below, because I don't get any comments. Necromancy.
My name is Orson, the last necromancer, captured in a cage constructed by the paladins. Ages ago I was banished in this urn by my arch enemy, a paladin called Benedictor. Today his arrogance works in my favor. My inept cage is being pecked apart by a bird of some sort. This is my chance to raise a new undead army, destroy Benedictor, and take back what once was ours.
The chickening. CRYPT beginnings. A cavalier chicken has woken an ancient evil. Trapped by a powerful magic for countless millennia, the time has finally come to reclaim the world for the undead. So there you are the necromancer, and you are brought back to existence by a chicken. So first up, tutorial. As always with most games, we're getting our butt whooped by a chicken. So I want you to slay the chicken. It said use left click. So you left click to do your melee attack. Oh, I think you get staff attacks as well. And then you can also talk to people. If you don't do anything other than move for a little while, you'll get a nice little speed up increase right there. Reanimate the chicken by holding R. There we go. And then you'll have a cooldown for how long it takes before you can do a summoning again. Anything in this circle radius will be brought back to the life as undead. And the chicken is dead. Long unlive the chicken. Long unlive the chicken. Now command the chicken with space. So wherever you press space with the mouse, say I put the mouse over here in the left, that's where your units will go in the direction of. So that's how you can command them towards the enemy.
Come here.
You press it again and your units will come to you. Come on, chickie. Here, chickie, chick. Yeah, get that vase, as the Americans pronounce it.
Come here.
Come here, chickie. And you press E to talk to people. Rise and shine, chosen one. The humans put our skeletons in these cages when they trapped you in that urn. Good for us, they seem to have forgotten what was inside. To start our conquest, we must free the Crypt Keeper. He is held nearby. Find him to start the revolution. Viva la revolution! And here we go. Whenever you see these, they are people buried, so they count as people you can summon. Command cap. The purple segmented ring represents your command cap. Each unit is a segment, and you can only command as many units as fit inside this ring. So what that basically means is you can have this many summoned, and these will get smaller and smaller to where you can summon more and more depending on which ways you level up and what equipment you use. 2 more units right now. You will serve me. And a lot of times you'll need keys to open doors, or you'll have to use switch mechanisms to unlock doors or bridges and stuff. Free the Crypt Keeper! And you can go over here as well and hit them as well. You will notice you take a lot more damage when you run out of summons, when your summons get whooped and you then have to try and fight yourself. There are 3 level up options each time. I'll go over those in a momento when we level up. So we're going to free the Crypt Keeper. This is your first non-player character. Thank the darkness you came. That cage was hugely uncomfortable. Let's get Hades out of here. That was the world map there. We'll show you that in a couple of seconds as well. This is the crypt. This is where you'll summon all your stuff. You won't be able to go in there yet. That's where you get special units, and these are your standard units. You can't summon hardly any of them just yet, except for these two types of peasants. And to do that, you can hold down E to summon them quickly. Each unit type has a command value. The more powerful the unit, the higher its command value. So if I was to summon a bunch of bears, then it won't show me. But it will show me on this one. It will take 7 for that, 7 for that. And they have different stats as well. And we're also going to get a couple of these as well. Actually no, these got more health. We'll just get these. So we got a couple of those now. And then you've got your stash right here as well. Nothing in it at the moment. But we're going to jump over to my main save in a little bit, so you can see what it actually looks like to have proper armies and different equipment. How did I get out of it? You press I believe. There we go. So, the Crypt Keeper. Good. Now we can start the uprising. The living will pay for their foul deeds. Heal yourself and then raise some undead peasants by using the summoning statues. This statue here, this will always heal you. And you can also come over... Is it here or here? It's here. So if you hit this, say if you come back and you've got some units you don't want, you can easily get rid of them. Okay, you can easily get rid of them by coming over to a little thing that's over here later on at the time, which I'll show you when I switch over to my main save. And then as you go through the game, you'll recruit other non-player characters, merchants if you will, who also give quests. And they will join your crypt and sell you different items and equipment and whatnot. Well done! Contact my brother when you reach the surface. Good luck on your conquest! And there we go. The living must pay for what they did. The village of Kinaham shall be our first target. So, you go out here.
Shall soon be mine.
And then speak to this person. Oh, we're in a fight! Get him!
Oh, you want to fight, huh? Think you can take me, you little buggers? Oh.
You can see our experience bars going up right there as well. And here's another big part of the game. Buildings. So you see this, every so often, this will summon more units for the enemy. Like so, as you saw it happen there. This bar here determines how long it will take before the units come out. And if you're hitting it, it prevents it from letting the units out. Claiming areas. To claim an area, destroy all buildings marked with yellow on the map and slay all the living. So you can constantly farm an area unless you completely cleanse it. Buildings have a red bar indicating health. Many buildings produce enemies. The blue pie indicator tells you about the production status. And you can hit tab, shows you your stats, and you can look at your upgrades as well. This card increases mana the most, this one increases your command the most, and this one increases health the most. And there'll be different versions as well. There'll be like a much better emperor, or a much better magician, or a not so good emperor, or not so good magician. So you can pick which ones you want the most each time. I usually always went, mostly every time, for the ones that gave the most command, just so you can increase and summon more and more and more, to where you can have a mass undead chicken army at the end, which is super fun.
Come here.
Come to me.
Strike them down.
We are going to show the mass chicken army as well. It even lags my computer, which is not as much as a beast as it was a couple of years ago, but it's still quite a beast, my PC, and it lags my PC a little bit. Yeah, get that well. We're gonna get him.
Gather here.
Alright. So as you can see, the minimap is down here. We've almost leveled up. You can see everything you need to get on the minimap, as well as the exits to different areas and whatnot. Get him!
Come here. Destroy them.
And we're about to level up. Yeah, we've leveled up. So now when we hit tab, you've just gained your first level. Congratulations. After you gain a level, you can choose a card for this level. So we're going to hit E to get out of there, and we're going to press... We're going to get this building first. Get him! Get it, get it! Yeah! So we have completed this area, I believe. It's under our control now. And that is the main ambition of the game. Take over everywhere. You've just gained a piece of inventory. And also that scroll, I believe, was what you take to the crypt keeper. Every time you complete an area, he'll give you an item or something like that as a reward. So we are going to swap that out for that weapon there. And that is a scroll that you give to the commander in the crypt. Alright, now we can choose a level up. And we're going to go for damaging command. You can also choose to go with this one because then you will have more mana. So if you want to be more of a magical based spellcaster later on in the game, you can go with it that way, which would be this one, sorry. They're not always in the same order. Now we can summon more. And now we talk to him. Nice work, you can feel the undead vibes already. The commander is held captive at the wall south from here. You should get the deed from him. Okay, so we need to free that commander before we can give the deeds to him every time we conquer a place. We can also hit M. I believe you can hit anywhere you've been to and then travel to it. I think as long as you've got to the travel point. It's like a waypoint in many games. So if you've got the waypoint unlocked, you can always just travel anywhere you like. We're just going to show off a bit more of the gameplay and then we're going to switch over and show the mega armies. I once maintained a Venpoint network, but the living stole the pump. A massive enchanted heart of a giant. The commander might be able to help us, if you can free him. You also cross special units as well, so it'll be a type of chicken that's a legendary chicken with a special name. The same goes for animals and creatures and humans and all sorts. I believe there's even ogres and giants and stuff. We're just going to take this out while they do all the work over there. We're gonna get him though, just for no reason. Ugh. Shield. Your automatic shield is activated. This happens if your health drops near 0 or you lose your whole horde. When the shield goes up, you need to think fast, fight or flee. The shield will protect you only for a short while, so be careful. So basically we need to get the fudge out of there.
I believe I said get the fudge out, which means kiss my fudge and ass, go fudge yourself, fudge to get the fudge out.
Let's get them. No. Okay, let's run back. But it does feel very rewarding when you do become more powerful and then you progress through the areas and get to areas which is just as challenging. So the game doesn't just get easy at some point, for definite. And then the last boss is quite challenging, even though I leveled up a lot, like way more than I probably needed to. The last boss is still a challenge for sure. Just gonna run up here and grab this health right now. Oh, thank you. And then we can run back. Well, you better obey.
Hubba hubba. Oh, mama.
Game pauses when you go into your menu, and you've got all sorts of other trinkets you can equip as well. This one will be your magical ability. Grab that. Let's go in here. This will unlock this door right there. This is just a straightforward dungeon. I don't think it leads to anywhere else as far as I remember. We need to get the fudge out of there. See ya. Do not want that there. Summon those up. And you get other things later on that help your raise cooldown, so you can do the summon thing faster, and I believe you can also increase the AoE radius of your summon circle. Get busy living or get busy dying. Ain't that the truth?
It's the truth. The truth. It's the truth. Ain't no lie. It's the truth.
Yeah. We're getting our army back. We're gonna get you out of there, Commander.
Come here.
All living slain. We got it.
Come here.
At last, someone is getting things done. I've been in this cage for centuries. I managed to hide this pump before they captured me. Take it to Styx and meet me in the crypt later. Let's get the chesty chest. Ain't no chest like a chesty chest. Chesty chests are the best. Oh, we've got an even better axe now. Oh, we'll have some of that. Oh, and we also have this now. Allows quick travel between waypoints. I believe you have to stand on a waypoint to be able to travel to any other waypoint. I think that's how it works. Now if we head over here, test drive network by travelling to the crypt. The commander will be interested. Here we go. You can travel to locations where you've opened a vein point or a waypoint. The locations are marked with this. And here's the commander. Nicely done, I've prepared a powerful item for you. Sometimes they won't be all that powerful, but we just got our first spell. The ancient evil must find its way south to continue the conquest. A wall stands in its way and the key is being held by a dangerous adversary. And I believe that will be our first special opponent. We're going to call them elites. And now we can press right click. Yeah. Once you are more leveled up, powered up later, you can do magic attacks more often, especially if you go the magic route over the attack route, the health and attack route, or the summoning command route. Sir John, your time has come. And there we go, we got Sir John. We got a bunch of loot as well. And now Sir John is fighting for us. Your mana regenerates automatically. You can accelerate this by collecting mana orbs. Boom! You do get a bunch of other spells as well later, so it's not just the right click one. You get these two active abilities here as well. You can sell items from your inventory as well, which you will be doing. Benedictor, you're the embodiment of evil. I banish thee. Go back to whence you came from. I will fight you to death. But maybe later with my paladin brothers. Oh, chicken statue unlocked. So when you have killed the right amount of enemies to unlock that statue so you can summon them whenever you want, it will have a prompt on the screen telling you so. This is a place you do not want to go to just yet because it will blast the crap out of you. You use an item on here and it summons loads of things to help you out. And we're going to switch over to the late game. So I won't spoil the story because I'm not going to go fight the boss or anything like that. I've done all the quests on mine, but I'll just be able to show you the NPC merchants and whatnot, and some more of the summons. And here it is. So now, whenever you want, you can just hold this down. You can press it individually, or you can hold it down and get rid of all of your unwanted undead here. And now we go to the chicken. Now these chickens won't do much, and let's show you what this little area here does. Go chickens! Towers are very dangerous, they do high amounts of damage. They won't be as dangerous later on, you'll be able to contend with them much easier, but for now, they will just massacre you. Anyway, we're going to jump out the game right here, and we're going to switch over to my other one. As you can see, I put 14 hours into it. Necromancy!
I am restored.
And as you can see, I've got a lot more health on this one, and I've got this item here, which unit projectiles set on fire for 16 seconds, enemies will receive that amount of damage over 4 seconds. And you will press the 1 or the 2 key, and you can switch these items over as well, and these just passively increase your stats and attributes and give you different bonuses and whatnot. Oh, I can't show the merchants because I started New Game Plus mode.
Imagine myself,
This is a place you will unlock, which I've not unlocked yet, god darn it. And in here, if you wanted to recruit Sir John again, you would go and recruit him here. All of the elite units are up in Yar, right Yar, and you can only have one of them in your army at a time. But as you can see here, I got a whole bunch of these, and I believe some of the best ones in the game are... These are the best archers there are, I think. But we're going to go something a little crazier. Here we go. Let's get ready for lag. Chicken army! Oh, wow, this is going to take a bit. Chicken army! This would probably be enough chickens to get rid of that defense thing. And there we go. Maybe should have got a couple of healers. I think we'll be good. Chicken army! Assemble! The same place. We're next to the same place. Okay. They will fall before our chicken feet. Go, chicken army! Whoa, look at my chickens go down. Summon some more zombie dogs. Whoa! You literally cannot do this when you first start the game. You have to go and get this item, which, like I said, you put into there, and it summons extra minions that you don't have the command cap reserves to summon. We got him. Meow, meow. But that's going to be it for now. That is Undead Horde, which will give you, as you can see, hours, maybe even 14 hours, maybe even more, of super fun gameplay. I highly recommend it. If you haven't checked it out, check it out if you like RTS strategy games with RPG elements to it. It's a super hoot, and I definitely recommend this one. So if you want to stick around for the scorecard, that's next. If not, thanks for watching, and here's the scorecard. Hey everyone, thanks for staying till the end, or at least skipping to the scorecard. Either way, let's jump into it with graphics and settings. It's not got all the extra crazy settings for a lot of people, but it's not a heavily demanding game, so I don't think it needs them, so we're going to go ahead and give that one 20 points. Sound and music, I think it's more than good enough for the game. Definitely the feel and atmosphere fits the music, so we're going to give that one 16. Over onto story and characters. I think the main character is quite interesting, and the overall story is fairly simple but not too simple, and definitely suits the whole nature of playing as undead and having the ambition of wanting to take over all of the living and turn them into undead. So story and character is going to get 18 points out of 20. Combat and controls. I think the controls feel maybe not really smooth, but pretty smooth. Everything's fluid enough. The minions command for them to come back to you and send them out in a direction to fight and attack things works more than well enough. I think they work fine. The combat itself is nearly perfect on the main character. The only thing I'd say is it takes a bit of getting used to the beginning for where you have your mouse pointed direction wise and where your attacks are going to land and how far you need to be away from the enemies. Having that said, we're going to give that one 16 out of 20. And then the gameplay overall, like I said during the review, it's a really fun game. I highly advise checking it out if you're into these kind of games. We're going to give this one a hard 19 out of 20. And that gives us a grand total of 89 out of 100. So only a shy 11 points off the maximum score, which no games have got so far. But I know a couple that are definitely going to get 100, probably, maybe, definitely, we'll see. But 89 out of 100 for this one. Moving on to the pros and the cons. Lots of summons with the standard units and loads of summons when you combine that with the elite units as well, which you get through the game. Really addictive gameplay, fun story and characters, pretty good customization as well. Nothing super deep or complex, but more than good enough for the game. A tad bit clunky, or at least until you get used to the attacking with yourself. The minions not so much, they're fine. And it can take a bit of a long time to farm level ups, get the experience for level ups mid to late game. Other than that, I'd say this game is well worth playing, and I can't wait for Undead Horde 2, because I saw there was a trailer for that, and that's upcoming in the future. I saw that while making the review for this game, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I'm going to go ahead and chuck the trailer in at the end after this, so right now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day or good night, whatever time zone you're in, and see you next time.